a wonderful bunch of fresh parsley here. And so what I want to do, a good handful of that, just ripped and put straight in there. That's okay. And then here is the coriander. Just rip that up, put that in there too. Next up is the spring onion. Got them here. Nothing fancy, literally. Let the old mini processor do its job. All of those bits going in there. And what about this bad boy here? Scotch bonnet pepper. It just wouldn't be a proper Caribbean type green seasoning without some form of peppery spice or chili going through it. And there they all are. Look at that. Lovely bits of Scotch bonnet pepper that I'm just releasing into that. And as you cut it, wow. Oh, bit of garlic. Bit of fresh thyme. Here we are. Which I love. Some fresh lime. Oh yeah. Just get that in there. Oh yeah. Beautiful. A little bit of salt and pepper. That's it. And then we can blitz that up. Create that wonderful green seasoning. Herby. Full of herbs, full of flavour. That's it. Make sure you blend all those wonderful herbs together. Herbs, spices, a little bit of Scotch bonnet pepper. I do like that green seasoning, especially on my fish, because I can guarantee you it will make the perfect dish. Oh. Green seasoning is the one for me. Put it in your pot, followed by the juicy fishy. There you go. All right, let's get that in here. Oh, look at this, guys. Look. Yeah. That's my green seasoning there. Can you see that? Look at that. The little flecks of Scotch bonnet in there, and so healthy. So delicious, in fact. What we like. Hey, what have I got over here? My cod. Okay, this is if you were out in the Caribbean, probably in something like Trinidad, but this is my Trinidad fish sandwich. I've got something out there, bacon shark. And of course it's all shark, it's real shark. But we like sustainable fish, and that's exactly what I've got here. I'm going to take that and just pop that into my green seasoning. And just roll them around a little bit, okay? We want to get some lovely flavour onto those. That's it, really. Pop that. That's lovely. Beautiful. Let's get cooking. I've got some flour here, and I've got a little bit of allspice. Love that. I'm just going to flavour my flour up a little bit before I dust it with my fish, but I want to introduce a bit of flavour into it. So there we've got a bit of allspice, touch of salt going on there, and a few of those thyme leaves. That's it, lovely. Just rub that through there like that. Alright, and then over to our fish. And look at that, that's been marinating now for about 10 minutes there. Look, just pull off the excess of that, dip that straight into our seasoned flour. Like that, can you see that? Making sure that's well coated. They're dusted and they're ready to go into my pan. And quite simple really. You need a bottle of olive oil and you need to have a little bit of fun because it comes with a song. Absolutely lovely. And I'm going to take my fish and that's going to go straight down into my pan. That's it, right, that's cooking now. That's lovely. I'm going to be serving that with a tamarind mayo. Well, what do we need? We need to get some mayonnaise. Straight in there. I've also got some tamarind. Okay, this is the tamarind paste there. Just to show you the quantity. Yes, you can pick that up in your supermarket or deli. All right, lovely flavour there. Really complements that beautifully. Okay, a little bit of honey going in there. One thing I do need is some more herbs. All right, let's just chop those up. There we are. There you go, beautiful. And just a touch of hot sauce. Oh, you can always add a little bit more, but you can't take it out. There you go. That's fantastic. We're cooking our fish 2 or 3 minutes on each side, all right, depending on the thickness of your fish. I'm going to turn these over now. And let those continue to cook. All right. Now, look at that. That looks lovely now. I'll tell you what I've also got. I've got a few chips in the oven. Nothing like them, you know, you're biting into, especially when you get a bacon shark. You know, don't look a bit of crispiness on the side, man. And my crispiness on the side is going to be some little portion of chips. Now, I've got to say, that fish is looking really, really good. Let's turn off the heat and let's prep up our bats and let's get going. I've got my bread rolls here. Let's open those up. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Just going to put just a little tab of that at the bottom there, a little spreading of the mayo on the base. Tamarind mayo, that is. You can see those flecks of fresh herbs going through there too. That's really lovely. A little bit of lettuce leaf going on the top there. Let's make sure that pokes that beautifully. There you go. Just love it. I don't know about you, but I kind of like it more and more, the idea of having a little bit of lettuce there. I think it adds the crunch. Certainly adds the presentation of everything too. There we are. A few slices of cucumber here. There you go. A couple of bits of cucumber. There we are. Beautiful. A few slices of fresh tomato. All looks good. I'm going to put a little bit of that on the top there. You see that? So when that goes down on top of the fish, that will just melt away there beautifully. Talk about the fish. Look at that. You can see why it's a favourite, can't you? Because it's one of those that's going to kind of drip away a little bit. But you're going to come back to it. This is going to be sensational. And look at the way that fish is just broken off there, just cooked. You can see that slightly opaque there. Just kind of like that on the top there. A little bit on the top. A little bit on the top there. That's beautiful. Okay, and a portion of chips. Fancy that? Yeah, we do fancy that, eh? We really, really, really do. Pop those chips on the side. And what can I say? Herbs, you've done your job. And flavour it up beautifully. My Trini fish sandwich with tamarind mayo. Why? That looks good. You see, there are so many wonderful things that you can do with herbs. And if you take the time to experiment, you'll be rewarded with some fantastic flavours. So go on, get herby, get inspired. See you next time. Bye-bye.